Good morning. We are out at Trophy Club Park again. We were out here not too long ago, but while we were here, a lady mentioned that there was another trail. We knew there were several trails, but on this other one, she says not many people go on it and it's not as well known. And she tends to find a lot of birds. She's a big birder, so we're going to try that. So when you come up to the main entrance of the park behind us, the pavilions are over that way, and then you look straight when you first come in. It looks like the road just continues on down. With that beautiful sunrise coming up behind me, you just go straight like you're coming from the main road, straight down that first trail that's ahead of you. And she says that she finds a lot of birds down at the end of the trail that takes us straight down to the lake. So we're going to give that a trial this morning and see what we can see down there. See if we can find some birds. It's October, it's middle of October, October 16th. Nice, cool, brisk morning, and so I'm not sure how that's going to affect the birds. We're in the middle of migration changes, but we're going to find out. So let's head off down the trail, and I'll be back in a little bit, and we'll see what we're finding out down there. We came down the main trail and came to a little gate. It's just to keep vehicles from coming past that point, but you can continue to hike, and there's a little left. Right after you come to the gate, we took that little left, just a little short ways, and right behind me, as I spin around here, is a beautiful little finger coming out of the lake. Makes some really nice photos, and possibly birds. There are none this morning, but I have a feeling that with the shallow water, there's probably times that there'll be birds down here as well. So if you come straight down, hit the gate, take a left, you can come over and get this little gorgeous view here. And now we're going to go back up to the main trail and continue on. We're down toward the main body of the lake and see what else we can find down there. So far, we've seen flying overhead great blue heron, some great white egrets, saw a hawk, and several other birds. They've all been a bit shy, so we haven't got any photos yet, but we've already seen a good number of birds to get started this morning, so hopefully there'll be more waiting for us down there. And as you can see, the sun is getting up above the trees. Beautiful morning, a little chilly. It's in the 50s when we left this morning, so very, very nice October fall morning. Well, we've come down a little bit further, and you can see some water behind me. There's water, I don't know if you can see it as well, over there. Basically, there's little fingers coming off the lake that have created little bays and ponds and inlets that are really, really pretty. This is a really nice walk. It's not as smooth of a path as the other one. So for fitness and others are really aggressive walkers, probably not as good of a place, but if you're more casual and want to see more nature, this is really nice. We've already seen several great blue herons. We've seen a flock of white egrets that we're going to try to figure out how to get to it. It looks like there were a variety. I don't know if it was some snowies in with them or some babies, but there was quite a few, so we're trying to make a way around there. But really, really pretty down here. If you're looking for just a nice place to come walk and enjoy nature and see some beautiful views and just get away and enjoy the quiet, this is a really nice walk so far. Let's see if we can get to those egrets. We came down and the trail ends at the lake, but we're mostly surrounded by water, which is really nice. I don't know if you can see it with the sun shining on the water behind me, but back up over my right shoulder, there's a bay, and there's a flock of egrets there. It's a mixture of great white or common egrets, and it looks like some snowy egrets as well. At least 30 or more that are all up in there feeding and moving around. So I don't know if you can see it. I've got some photos, and I'll put those in the video as well so that you can get a better look at them. But we've seen, apparently this is a good area for birds. So if you're looking for photos of some of the wading birds, egrets and herons, this has turned out to be a really good spot so far. It's a little muddy, so you need to be a little bit adventurous. But if you're coming out to see birds and to photograph birds, this has been a very good spot so far. Well, we've been wandering off the beaten path, following a lot of animal trails, creating some of our own trails, getting down to the lake, some of the more remote areas. Definitely more adventurous if you're serious about wildlife photography and don't mind getting off the trail and having to tromp through some brush, possibly some mud as you get here close to the lake shore. It's well worth it. It's been a lot of fun tromping through all of the weeds and stuff, dealing with the mud and stuff. And we've seen some birds, got some nice pics of an egret hunting over in a pond not too far away from here. Seen some great blues still, but they're all being very elusive. No photos, so they all keep flying away before we get close enough to even do anything and then disappearing. But we've seen a lot of other birds, some woodpeckers, eastern phoebes, different songbirds, cardinals. So the lady was right about there's a lot of bird life down here. And then judging by the tracks, we've seen deer, coyote, raccoon, probably some others that we couldn't tell that were all muddled up in the mud along the shore, because a lot of animals apparently come down here for water and then bedding down at night. So if you were to come out here pretty early around sunrise or later in the evening, could probably get some pretty good shots of some, or see some wildlife. I don't know how good you can see them depending on how dark it is, but apparently a lot of wildlife out here is too. And as you can hear in the background there are some dirt bikes on the other side of the lake. There are some trails out here where dirt bikes and four-wheelers are allowed to come and ride, so you have to deal with that noise. So between that and the airplanes from the airport flying over, it's not quite as peaceful as some of the other parks we've been to, but it's still very, very pleasant, very enjoyable. And you've got the mix of nice trails that are just good for fitness, which, as we went on the last time I was out here. And then if you're more adventurous, you can head off and follow the nature trails, the wildlife trails, and get closer to the lake and see more animals that way. So a lot of diversity, a lot of variety in the park. It's been a very good hike, and it helps this morning that it's a cooler day, so it's been very pleasant. So, you know, depending on what you're looking for, this park has a lot to offer. So we're going to press on just a little bit further. We're starting to make our way back, so we're almost done with this one. Thanks for coming along so far. Hope you've enjoyed it, and I'll be back just a little bit to close everything out. Maybe we'll see something else, who knows. Well, we made it back up to the entrance. Very nice day, enjoyable. Once again, if you come in the entrance, we've got this facility behind me, has the bathrooms. We've got pavilions and benches and stuff over there. The trail we went down today is the one straight behind me that leads down to the lake. More adventurous, lots of birds. Then there's another trail back up that would go off that way that we did last time about 3 weeks ago. That's more for be good for nature, for hiking and just fitness and walking and all that. And there's also another trail that goes the other way that goes down towards the marina. We haven't done that one. So this park offers a lot of variety, a lot of opportunities for either fitness or adventures or animal and bird watching. So very enjoyable. Again, this is Trophy Club Park and Trophy Club. So thanks for coming along. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and I will see you next time.